Hamlin and Bell for the front.
Oh, there he gets Bell into the wall.
Off of the front bumper,
Custer, and up in the air
my.
goes Ryan Preece. And for the second time in his career, he is flipping at Daytona. Good grief.
Off the front bumper, we were talking about a lap before. Custer got to his bumper. That thing went side to side, and he couldn't hold on to it. It was one too many.
Ryan Preece, a couple of years ago here, flipped down the backstretch after getting caught in the grass. There is Christopher Bell with the window net down. That signifies to the rescue workers that he is okay. Same with Ryan Preece. So much promise for this new ride with RFK Racing, and great speed in that car all week long.
Yeah, I'm happy to see that window net down. That was a really odd wreck with the way that that front of that car got up in the air and then it blew over. Just happy to see him crawling out of that car.
I don't think I've ever seen one get up in a wheelie like that and blow over.
And there's his boss, Brad Keselowski, with a lot of damage from this one.
Well, you knew it was coming. Boy, the pushes were coming. They just kept, the aggression kept going higher and higher and higher. Christopher Bell just couldn't hold on to it.
Well, his car was just not capable of taking the pushes. We had just mentioned it a half a lap before that the back of that 20 car was all over the place. But at this point, you have no choice. You have to be able to just try to hang on to it. And
watch this thing off the bumper at Cole Custer. It just continues to get worse and worse as they come down through this straightaway. Starts there, starts dancing around across the front bumper. Some more here, gets crossed up. Rest is history. There it goes. Now watch the 60 car, Preece. Bam!
Yeah, you saw the...
Gets up on the... That's wild. I've never seen a car do that. That shows how fast they go.
And they pile up behind him. This is from Eric Jones. Oh.
Whoa. You think these guys aren't tough?
A devastating crash for Ryan Preece. An incredible camera work by our Fox crew.
I'm so glad to see that window net down and him be able to get out of that thing. Whew, that's scary.
It's unbelievable what it looks like when these cars get caught by the air like that. And I'm with you, Clint. I've never seen one take off with a wheelie like that. But they just flip around like they don't weigh 3,600 pounds.
Well, nothing weighs that much at 186 miles an hour.
Saw the airbox just blow away. The right front tucked up underneath the A-post there.
Car did its job, though.
And he walked away.
So many safety enhancements in these race cars.
So that will likely send us to overtime. It happens on lap 196.
Who's left?
Unbelievable.
We saw the side of that car face the wind, and the roof flaps had not yet come up, and that creates that pressure differential between air over the car and under the car that sends it tumbling.
Well, just like we said, though, I've never seen a car wheelie like that. The roof flaps won't work.
Yep.
Whoa. I've been there. That's a bad feeling. Did you hear how quiet they got?
You see him tuck his head right there.
Looking back at Cole Custer on Christopher Bell.
Yeah, and that Bell car just, it was just not capable of being pushed. And I'd say that that's a lot of the reason that we hadn't seen him up there all night, because that car isn't accepting pushes well. But at this point in the race, you have to just put yourself in a position to throw it all out there and hope that this doesn't happen.
Well, and that's exactly what he did. That's why these guys are where they are in the sport and in their life.
See,
they do not give up, and they go for it.
Preece got all that air under the nose, and you're right. It looked like it was going to just take off straight ahead. And I think he would have settled down had the car not turned and been side to the wind. And that's what sent it tumbling.
Those shots when that car lands right there, I know we're in slow motion right now, but the impact that goes through your back and spine and neck, and especially when you can't see what direction the next hit is coming from to brace yourself. Right as the camera went out, we saw him start to duck his head and just, hold on to the steering wheel to brace yourself. That's what I would do. You see a lot of guys just let go of the steering wheel and things now. I